Hi, everybody, or somebody. Not sure who or how many are here. I know that I just left over at Irene and Carol. Hey, Emville, how you doing, dear? The, Carol and Irene are out dumpster diving live, and I was over there, and I'm like, gotta go, y'all. I'm supposed to be live already. Hope you're doing well. Oh, bless you, honey. I said, I hope you have a mild case of the Rona. Not the extreme. I've not been doing too bad. Went through a good week or better of pinched nerve either in my hip or my sciatica somewhere. Get it just about worked free and then it would catch back in. Oh, yeah. My my daughters and son-in-law, they work in a senior home, and they've managed to catch it several times. You're bound and determined that you try to keep from getting it, and it catches up with you. Whew. Yeah, with my grandson, the baby, he ended up catching it, and he was super cranky. He was really congested and running fever like crazy and coughing. And on top of it, he was teething at the time. So, yeah. Oh, I'm doing much better. It's still a little achy now and again, but I just kind of, I use the term rub it out. Just put my hand there and just kind of rub on that hip area. Hi, pussycat. You gonna invade my space? No, it wasn't fun. Well, I do hope that you feel better. Well, we went through quite a bit of tissues. Yeah, Tim had it at the same time, so he was cranky too. So when you got two cranky babies, definitely not fun. Oh goodness. Hi Jennifer. But they're cute mouses. Tim's always cranky. We were talking about when he had the Rona when the baby had it. Poor Enville, and it has caught the Rona. It finally caught up with her. She works at a senior home. Lots of residents. It finally caught up with her. No fun. I seen you at Barry's live stream last night, Jennifer. Right, Enville? RJ's mama had it while she was pregnant. Probably, what, 2 or 3 months, maybe 4 months before she gave birth. I'd say 3 or 4 months. No, I said cranky, not grumpy. I'm grumpy. It is scary. I saw that. I did say hi to you too, dear. His chat was just moving so quick. Everybody loves Barry. I I watch a lot of his videos. They're so calming. Yeah, sneeze your brains out. His wife does an awesome job of picking out the music that goes with them. Yeah, I was over watching Carol and Irene, and I was like, "Oh, gotta go. Time for my own live." I didn't realize they were going to be out doing their thing today, or I might have scheduled my live for later. But that's okay. I'll enjoy the peace and quiet, and the small group of folks that come in and out and chat, because that's what it's all about. It's just having a nice, quiet place to come and hang and do whatever, talk about whatever. Well, they were. Yeah, they're still alive. Of course, Edith is driving, so I don't know how long they'll be live, if you know what I mean. She was driving to New Hampshire then when I saw that one. I didn't bother to go on when she said she was driving to New Hampshire. No, RJ's not here today. Uh, he's down at his auntie's house because him and Mama are down there because she's down there watching Ari because her sister and brother-in-law went down to St. Louis for some kind of it's anime thing. It's not a Comic Con, but some kind of anime thing. I don't know. Hey, Wildflower, how you doing today, dear? I seen you over at with Carol and Irene. Yes, definitely. I enjoy the break. I think Papa is kind of lost. You know, he's used to having little man every day, but Grandma, on the other hand, I like the quiet. Well, that was my title. Chatting, creating, working. I even made a thumbnail that had it all on there. It's like whether it's cleaning house or working on doing crafts or just chatting, whatever, getting something done. Thought we'd just have a little hangout and then see what else can get done around wherever. Tim come through and gathered up laundry and got laundry started at least. Yeah, I know, dear. But we do what we can. I'm lucky sometimes that I make it from here to the bathroom or here to the kitchen to get something to drink or something to eat. You know, I try to help out and do what I can. I really want to get things cleaned up and organized as much as possible in here and around here. But with the baby's playpen and swing and bouncy, there's not a whole lot of room. You know, a think I just heard the. Oh no, out of tissue. I know Mother Nature started. I gotta change clothes. Hi, Buller Butt. Hi, Ari. Hi, Ari. Is that your kitty? Oh, that's no good, Jen. Not good at all. Hi. Yeah, Kiki. There's Ari. Oh, and there's RJ. Sorry for the glare from the window. There's RJ. He got that foot. Got that foot. Mama came home from down the road at her sister's. She needed to come home and get a few things. So, of course, she had to bring the babies with her. She can't just leave them down there. So I was like, well, I'll just show the babies. Yeah, just show the babies. Yeah, Mama just showed a rotten butt. Yeah, Mr. Rotten Butt. Yeah, you got a little spit up on your lip there, Boog. He is. He's stinking cute. And he knows it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. He's a rotten thinking what? Yeah. Yeah. Give Mama's rotten butt. Yeah. Snake. Yeah, the snakes. Okay, Emville. What? All right. I'm gonna clean him up. So I don't want to give everybody seasickness while I grab something and clean out the yak. Yeah, Grandma, clean out the yak. You can't have my grabber. No. You sure about that? Grandma's positive. Yeah. tries, but he can't. Mama won't let him have it. Uh, Hi. There's Ari running back and forth. He had a little spit up, so Grandma used her grabber. I'm sorry. But yep. Yep. But yep. Did you find what you was after, Mama?
No.
Check your bed.
Excuse me.
No, you asked if I think you asked one time if he had Latino in him, Jennifer. No, he doesn't have Latino. He has his papa is a black man. Now, if his papa has anything in him other than that, I don't know. Yeah, he's mixed. Ari's mixed too. Yeah. Grandma's got beautiful mixed babies. Aren't they though? What? Yeah. Grandma get your piggies with her grabber. Yeah. Ooh. Speaking of your daughter, how's things going with her type 1 diabetes? Hi, baby girl.
Okay. Snake.
A snake? Hey, Ari.
Okay. Snake.
Ari. Look at Mama. Ari, look at Mama. Ari. Ariana. Look at Mama. Yeah, the ugh gives me a clue. put you so far away. Sneaking snacks ruined her A1C. Ooh, 8.8. That's no bueno. That is definitely no bueno. Well, just gonna have to keep telling her she can be mad at you all she wants, but if she doesn't eat properly or take her shots, she can end up in the hospital or dead. Now, pick or choose. Live or die, or be in the hospital. Because that's the way it works. There's just, no two ways around it. Because if her blood sugar gets too damn high, she can end up in the hospital, and yeah, then she can die. She's how old again? Oh, she's here and she said, I don't care. Girl, shake a knot in your tail if I was closer. Oh, she's 11. Mm-mm. Attitude adjustment, Jen. Attitude adjustment. And you know what I'm talking about. No. You can still have snacks. You just got to learn not to have them as often and in moderation. I'm diabetic. I'm not type 1, I'm type 2. And I still managed to keep my A1C at around a 6. And I'm older.
Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, baby.
Look, the cow.
Yeah.
Come on, Grandma.
Girlfriend, you can still whoop that butt. Even if your shoulders are shot, you can still do it. You just use other things other than your hand. Just don't make it where it leaves a bruise. And that is exactly what I got from a child protective services caseworker. as long as it is on the behind and not another spot, and it does not leave a bruise. Just saying. So, tap, 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 as Evie says. But yeah, young lady, you start showing them your mama some respect and start taking and doing what you need to do. Sorry. Hi, baby girl. Your mama's a good woman. She's tired and frustrated. Because believe me, you could be in a whole lot worse situation than you are than with your mama. Yeah. You got your cup and you got your crackers. Yeah, well, you can't go and do if you don't do what you're supposed to do. There's consequences for your actions. That's the way the world works. Oh, honey, I do understand. I have what is now an 18-year-old who has the most complete and utter disrespect for both Tim and I. He is the most, I can't even begin to describe it. Now, my daughters, whom are grown, they're good kids. When they were little and younger, Tim worked all the time. He was a truck driver. He wasn't home. I always described myself as a married single parent. Uh, when he was gone, you know, he came home, he ate, he slept, he might have watched a little TV. The kids talked to him a little bit, told him what was going on, and then, he went to bed. But mom was the one that took care of everything. And they were forced to help take care of stuff around the house. And as they got older, I made them start, you know, doing dishes, taking turns, and helping take care of laundry and putting their stuff away. And if they didn't, I went on a tirade and I would load up all their toys, and I would make it where they had only so many outfits of clothes, socks, and underwear. That one time they got me so pissed off, I took everything out, left them a mattress on the floor, and threw everything else out the window of their room onto the ground, and then had them bag it all up, put it in trash bags, and had them take it to the trash. Because then they didn't have nothing but the clothes on their back and a mattress to sleep on. I still fed them, but they didn't get nothing else. You don't care, you don't respect, you don't show me any respect, fine. You don't get nothing. All I'm required to do by law is to give you a place to sleep, something to eat, and make sure you got clothes on your back. I am not by law required to make sure that you have toys. I am not by law required to make sure that you have anything else other than a roof over your head, the electricity and water on in my home. So there you go. You got clothes, you got food, and you got shelter. You know, heat and water or air conditioning in the summer. And even then, air conditioning is not required. Nope. Hey, Vicky. Yes, you did, Tim. You came home that night to their rooms bare and them crying like crazy. Hi, my baby girl. You need my address again. Well, let me pop over to Facebook right quick. But yes, ma'am. Uh, I tell you what. And more than once did I do that. Them children, my daughters, oh Lordy B. I'll tell you. They they had a they had a quite a biatch for a mama. All right. Miss Amy is in Facebook Messenger. Oh, okay.
Grandma?
What, baby girl? Hi, Lisa. And hello, Miss Carol Ann. No. See? Bike and a $50 fishing rod that's now broke. Okay. You got $140 right there, and she's wanting $30 to get in. She left the room now. Yeah. You don't like the way I speak. See ya. Because I speak the truth. Truth hurts. Yeah. Oh no. And just want you to drop her off there. Not happening. Now, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, my mama would just drop me off at the roller rink. Welcome back, MVL. Oh, yeah. I was lecturing. I was lecturing. Oh, yes, times are changed. Oh, good morning, Papa J. Well, I'd like to say that Mama raised uh, uh, two girls that was trouble. I always used to say I was the only trouble my mama ever raised, but then my sister come along 17 years later. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna bring the BB back on real quick before he disappears. Hi, baby girl. There he is, in all his glory. Get your juice. Oh yeah, I know it, my ninja. Yeah, yeah. Hey, little man. Oh yeah. There's Ari Bean. That window is so bright. I got to get some room darkening curtains up in here. Yeah. Ari, there's Ari. It's like they got a glow about them. Go give Grandma hugs. Come over here on the other side. Go up there. Other side. Go around. Go. What? Come here. Oh goodness! I've been crash landed. Oh. All right. Sorry for the seasickness. All right. Little man is gone. All right, Amy. I'll be looking for it. Love you, girl. But yeah, I have to admit, I don't think I would have been able to survive these last 2 years without my YouTube family because it has been extremely stressful. Uh, Without having some place to go to get the laughter, the love, the friendship. I don't really know either, Jennifer. I have my own opinions, but I will keep that to myself because this is not the time nor place. And I'll just leave it at that. Yes, I did, Papa J. I got it. Just haven't put it in the mail yet. Things have been kind of crazy around here. She tends to stay away from the YouTube. Carol Ann, she busy doing her own thing and having a life. She pops on every now and then, and I mean maybe or once a month, month and a half, 2 months, something like that. I'll see her pop in somewhere. But yeah, Miss Amy has been having her own life. YouTube is not part of it. Uh, ain't that the truth? Well, Mville, for some people, a life is what you was doing. Getting up and going to work, and you know the everyday mundane things, things that she didn't have going on prior. She's got going on now. You'll notice I don't put a whole lot on Facebook though, Lisa. I might share a few things now and then, old memories, recipes, um, maybe something with animal related. I might share out stuff from YouTube, like a sale, auction, or a live stream that's going to be happening. But yeah, I don't share a whole lot on Facebook. I think so, Jennifer. I can check. Yep. Nope. I've seen Jennifer Hayes, but it's a different Jennifer Hayes that I am friends with. Yeah, I don't do TikTok. I don't want to either. Oh, good Lord. Carol and Irene are still at it. Looks like they're at a yard sale or something. Or an estate sale. I just had to pop over and see as I was busy flipping tabs to get back to the StreamYard. I said, you have all of that jewelry. Oh, surely you've got plenty of scrap. You should uh, be busy making jewelry. Make your own creative pieces or do creative art with stuff and sell it. Probably either asleep still or working on answering emails, etc., trying to get things put together for Sandy's benefit auction next month. Just Sandy. Um, Kent, her best friend and next door neighbor, he is going to buy the property that Sandy is living in, and she is. We're doing. They're doing a auction. Either the. Hold on. Give me a minute. I gotta pull up my calendar. It's either going to be Thursday the 5th or Friday the 6th of May. And they're going to do 3 different time segments. There's going to be a 2 hour slot earlier in the day, and then they're going to take an hour break, and then do like a 4 hour slot, and then take an hour break, and then do an evening slot. And Cindy, Jewelry Nurse, is taking the last slot and doing nothing but jewelry. The one in the middle is going to be a anything goes type kind of slot. So it can be hard goods, soft lines, jewelry, whatever. And then the first slot, it's only a 2 hour slot. And it's going to be Sandy selling she's going to be selling stones and uh, jewelry, her jewelry, etc. So that she can build up the funds to help put a down payment on the property for Kent. Uh, so Willow is working on helping to get those things put together and making sure that the sellers are aware, and that way Sandy can stay right where she's at. That's why Kent is going to buy the property. He because Kent does not want any other neighbors. He doesn't. I have not been to Cody's. Who was just in Cody's? I'm confused. Really? Well, if that's the case, then whatever funds are purchased or raised, her and Ryan are going to have money for deposit first month, last month's rent someplace, plus storage unit for all her stuff and what have you. Oh, that's awful. Most of us can barely afford to help ourselves. That's why I was going to offer to do, just selling some items. I got stuff I can sell, you know, but as far as making purchases, I mean, I've been limiting my purchases from people anyway. My funds are tight and limited as it is. And yes, I always offer prayer for anybody who needs them. Give me just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh my god. Yeah, I've heard that same thing, Jen. It's crazy. Yeah, when they did the horse race for the Opal, that one is I just don't know. Hey, Mama Mel, how are you feeling? Holy crap, Lisa, that's insane. Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic, Momo. Sorry, y'all, I'm reading up on the chat. Exactly. Where in the world is a disabled vet going to get the money to cover that? I mean, that's craziness. Yeah, vet's pay ain't going up. I mean, Social Security payments ain't going up. You know, insane, insane, insane. Anywho, you still here, Papa J? You can come up and chit chat. Woo! A second, I dropped the link. I don't use eBay. I go there to check prices on things, for comping, but other than that, I really don't use eBay for much. So I check some things out, but I don't use it. I I just don't. There. I sent you the link in Messenger, Jay. Right, Jennifer? I don't know. Time to change gears and talk about something good, guys. Oh, not at the laptop. Hey, TG. Well, honey, the house will be paid for February of 2025. Ain't much longer on it. Why, hello, Patrick Murphy. How are you, dear? Yeah, I kind of like my mice too. Just updated your sunflower challenge. Well, I hope they don't. Was it you or Izzy? One of y'all got flagged, or was it Judy May? Hell, I don't remember. Somebody. Yeah, we have a mobile home. It'll be paid for in February of 2025. We don't rent it. We buying it. It'll be ours. Boop. There's Papa J.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, cool. I had never done it from a tablet. So. Oh, man.
Oh no, Jen. We paid too too much. By the time you get tax, title, insurance, licensing, all that other crap. But uh, we had shitty credit, and the place financed this. Because you had to. Very few places finance mobile homes. Almost new. We bought the place in 2014, and it is a 2006. And no, it's not on our own land. We're in a mobile home park. And our lot rent goes up next month from 285 a month to 309.
Dang, that's crazy.
So yeah, compound that on top of my house payment, which is, well, we'll round it up, $269 a month. So yeah. like told him, said, well, at least the car's paid for.
Yeah. Something crazy that's happening here in Austin now is our county tax assessors decided that due to all the increased home prices and all the new condos being built and everything, that they weren't appraising people's homes high enough. And so they've just gone up. And I did they haven't mailed out the notices yet, but they've got them posted on their website.
Yeah.
And my ex-wife's house, right now, her taxes last year were $8,500
Whew.
for her house.
It's
With the new increase, it's going to be 15,000 for this year.
maintenance on ours because we have the vinyl siding, and we also have an actual shingled roof, not that dead tin/metal roof. We have an actual shingled roof, and we just replaced our roof 3 years ago. Did a full replacement, so it's not been too bad. We do need to go through and pull up some of the vinyl flooring because we've torn it up. Dragging furniture across the vinyl. You snag it, you put a hole in it, you end up ripping it, etc. Got a couple of soft spots around the doors, so we need to do a little bit of maintenance and replace some flooring. But other than that, this place is not bad. You don't have a shingled roof. In that case, it's a matter of making sure that you keep a good sealant on there every couple of years, and always go with the white, not the black.
Right.
Uh, Make sure that your underbelly is always nice and tight. Keep a check. Make sure your skirting is always good. Replace anything that's got holes. Uh, Make sure that your pipes are wrapped if you've got a cold climate, which I know that you do. Um, so that they don't freeze. Make sure your heat tape is good. Our house has been our mobile home. Our mobile home has been actually really good. Every spring or fall, whichever one, before it gets super cold or nice enough and warm enough in the spring, go out and power wash it. Keep the green funk off of it. The mold. We've got to see what it's gonna. We got to see about getting ours power washed this year because
Yeah.
it's starting to look funky. Nobody wants a funky looking house, whether it's an actual house or a mobile home. You don't want. I don't want that nasty moldy looking house. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is the first year your water didn't freeze for a week. Really, Jennifer? Did it just not get that cold up there, or did you get extra heat tape or new heat tape and wrap your pipes? Really, Lisa? I know here. I mean, it got cold, but we didn't get the a lot of the below zero temps that we usually get. It's usually here in where I'm at in Jacksonville, here in central Illinois, we usually get a lot more uh, below zero temps in the winter. And we didn't really get those. And we usually get a whole lot more ice and snow, but we didn't get them. So I I don't know. And I don't think that New York didn't get it hit as hard this year. There weren't as many nor'easters. And what they did get weren't as bad. You know what I mean? Tiny house. I'd have to have two tiny houses because I'd take up one just by myself.
Problem with the tiny houses, you have to downsize severely.
Technically, I feel like I already live in a tiny house.
Yeah.
I mean, I only have 800 and some odd square feet. It's not like I have one of those, 200 and some odd square feet living spaces like they have in, Manhattan or something. But, I got a single wide. So wrong, huh, Lisa? The only additions that I would do to this and changes is I would add a large enough deck that I could put a couple of chairs on it and a ramp on the front. And in the inside, the bathroom, which by the way, I have a huge bathroom. I mean, if you actually took the bathtub out, you could make it a bedroom. It's that big. It'd be a
Wow.
small bedroom, but it could be a bedroom. Uh, I would take the bathtub out and put in like a small 4-inch step in and make it just a walk-in shower area because climbing up in to the tub to take a shower is difficult. Really, Lisa? That's funny. He had never painted before in his life. Oh, that's funny. So, are you getting all settled in real good there, Jay, at the new apartment?
Yeah, trying to. Still waiting on load of furniture from the ex-wife to have places to put stuff away, but got some stuff unpacked.
You getting anything on the walls to make it where you're not in a empty chamber?
Not yet. I got got several things ready to. Just haven't gotten them hung up yet. I need to get some of those uh,
Command
picture hooks.
strips.
I use the ones that push through and then you twist them, so they only leave one little tiny hole.
I didn't know if you used the command strips.
Oh no, not anymore. After I had a command strip that when my friends set up my other apartment when I was in the hospital, uh, they put one on the side of a wooden cabinet that was part storage and part water heater. And when my cousin removed it, it didn't remove like a command strip should, and he ripped a chunk of the brown paper covering it because it was like just a particle board cabinet.
Uh huh.
And yeah, won't be using command strips at least on walls or wood anymore.
Oh wow.
Maybe
Yeah.
like on the side of the fridge or another type of surface, but yeah.
Pop, Papa. Jennifer says you moved.
Yep. March 28th, moved into my new first floor, one bedroom apartment instead of my little tiny cracker box of efficiency. So now I have a real living room, a real dining room, and a real bedroom instead of all together in one.
I've personally never used the command strips, so I that's why I
I've never
asked.
had a, yeah, I've never had a problem with them before, but I was already over here at the new place because I needed to rest. They had brought my bed over. I had to get my feet up, and several of the command strips that he pulled off worked just fine. But for some reason, this one, when he pulled it, it wouldn't release properly. And instead of leaving it, if I had been there, I would have told him just leave it. He decided to just pull it on and off, and bingo, ripped a big hole in it. So I don't know. I still haven't gotten my deposit refund, so I don't know how much they're going to charge me for that.
Jen says that's great, Jay. Congratulations.
Yeah, see that.
Oh, I
Thank
didn't
you,
know if
Jen.
you could see chat or not.
Yeah, I've got the YouTube chat up on my phone, so I can see it. Oh, but
So, is Mr. Jim having his sale tonight?
oh yeah, it's going to be a killer sale.
And Mr. Brian should be having his YouTube or Facebook sale here in a little while.
Yeah, I think it's 4 o'clock Central Time. I can't remember, or maybe 3. I keep forgetting. But yeah, Mr. Jim's going to have some killer stuff tonight.
You haven't had any more emergency runs to the doctor?
No, had went for my lab work yesterday and got my A1C results already. I don't know if you saw those on my
Yes,
Facebook.
I did. Congratulations.
Yeah, uh, I didn't realize I'd done that good, but because I still cheat a lot, you know, I figure, hey, I'm old. I'm going to die someday anyway. I'm going to enjoy it. But I still got my A1C down from a 6.0 to a 5.6. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. I was just about to put that in. Yep, I'm very happy with a 5.6. Just 4 years ago, my A1C was 13.3. So,
Whew.
uh,
I go to the doctor on Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Central. So they do my A1C right there in the doctor's office, and then I'll go and do my labs. She'll do my
yeah,
scripts for that. And then I'll know everything afterwards, of course. But
Yeah. Hey, speak of Mr. Jim, there he is.
see,
Yep, he is. Johnny's got you featured, Mr. Jim.
hey, Mr. Jim, Mr. Jim, we was just talking about you. I asked if you were having your show tonight. It's, sometimes you change things up.
Right, Lisa?
And I asked if Mr. Brian was having his show on Facebook this afternoon.
Yeah, if I was at my laptop, I'd get the link for that for his Facebook because I've got it on my cheat sheet.
Right? Well, you're welcome. We always, I always love the things that I get from you, Mr. Jim.
Hmm. Got the best stuff ever.
I just received the other day my lot of all my costume rings and stuff that I bought from you. Loved them.
Yep. They may be costume, but they're pretty good stuff.
Hey, you can't go wrong. $20 for 51 rings.
Well, that's right. You did get that big lot, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I'd forgotten about that. That's not good, Lisa.
I
Hopefully
tend
some
to.
night you can make it.
Yes, it was, Mr. Jim. I tend to forget what day the daggum week it is, and by the time I remember, I've either overslept or been busy doing something else, and
Well,
that's how I forget Dawn's Dawn and Mary's show on Tuesday or Thursday. I'll make one or the other, or miss them both.
I'll just have to start sending you extra reminders for it.
It was a great lot.
I think I've decided that's what I'm going to do with my channel since I can't be doing not going to be able to do reselling. I think I'm just going to do help promote other channels.
Yeah, he does. Uh, I have to really, really set on my hands a lot when I'm watching Mr. Jim.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I finally got my willpower up enough where I can go to a few auctions just to say hi and let them know I'm still alive, but not buy anything because the urge is just too strong. So Mr. Jim is my only place I purchase anymore.
I go, I go here, there, and yonder, and I say hello. Sometimes I stick around for a little bit at wherever I'm at, and If I stay too long, it's hard to fight them urges, you know? And it's just, So, if, like I said, I can't stay too long at any one place.
Yeah, Mr. Jim, now that you've hit 500 subs, you can hit the community tab on your YouTube, and
That
that
is
way
my
you
goal.
get all reminders and stuff. So, yeah, it's not automatic anymore, Jennifer. Yet, like Johnny said one day, you have to actually go contact them and apply for it to get it set up.
I think I heard they send you a message that says that you are now eligible for it once you hit 500.
Okay, he was wrong, so it is still automatic because I know it used to be automatic.
Yeah, my goal is to reach 500 subs just so I can get the community tab. I don't care about 1,000 because I don't care to be monetized. I just want to reach 500 and maintain that so that I can keep the community tab.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm a little over halfway there, so, and
Um,
I'm surprised I've gotten that many with no content yet. All people can see when they go to my channel right now is some of my favorite music playlists.
yeah, but I haven't researched it, Jennifer, so I really don't know. That I'm just going by hearsay.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard many different ways. I know that supposedly it used to be once you hit 500, it was automatic, or they just added it to your channel. But
Yeah, it is. You're right,
other
Lisa.
people other, other people said you have to apply. So, oh, they did send him a message. Cool. Oh, so it's already on his channel. Cool.
Yeah, it is. It's 500. So
Right.
that,
Yeah, I knew they reduced it from 1,000 to 500. So for the community page.
but yeah, that's it. That's what I'm. That's my goal is 500 for the community page. But I've been bouncing around between 200 and 210 subs, and that's it. 500 is my goal, and a little over that, so that I can maintain that 500. Yeah, right, Patrick. I wouldn't necessarily call it your community tab. I would label, even though it will still always say community, it would be your jackassery tab.
Yeah, he'll just post pictures of his cat.
Because he did finally post an out and about video the other day, and
Yeah.
oh man, I loved the comic art that was on the comics that he picked up the other day.
Yeah.
Oh my, the art was beautiful on those covers. And yes, there
Well,
was definitely a theme there, Patrick. Uh, Although he was sitting still when he was showing, which he always does, usually always does when he gets done doing his running around. We get to see what he purchased. And And I'm like, even though we didn't get a jackass recount, I still loved it.
I'm sub to you, Lisa.
Oh,
Have
speaking of
been for a
stupid
while.
stuff, I made an informative video.
Oh, just got that, Mr. Jim. Cool.
I have so many videos on my watch later. It's unreal. Patrick, did you sell the other two pinup artwork books yet? I asked if you sold the two pinup artwork books yet.
Pin up art books.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. He's got two books. They're identical. They're $15 each. So, $15. Beautiful artwork of uh, old and new pinup artwork.
Yeah, I love that.
Gorgeous
I
work.
better go check that out in a hurry before somebody snags them up. I may have to
Oh,
break my rules on that one. My cheat sheet is just a place where I can copy and paste from.
that one was beautiful.
Yeah, I've been missing out, Patrick. I had to cut back on spending for a while, getting this new place and other things. So I'll be back.
Thank you, Momo. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'll try to keep them busy. Right, Lisa? They say it's going to get worse before it gets better. So, I've already had to stop buying a lot of the foods that I love that are good for me just because they've gone up so expensive. Like little individual servings of pot roast that are frozen. You just microwave them for a couple minutes. Have gone from $8 for a bag of four of them to $14 for a bag of four of them. So I no longer get my pot roast meals, but still eating lots of veggies and stuff. Right now I've been focusing on my local grocery store here has a frozen chicken breast fajita meat. It's cut in strips. You can just sneak that for a little bit. I mix it up in stir fries, or I'll make me a couple of chicken fajita tacos. Yeah, I will one day. I need to. I got me an instant pot. I need to get an actual pot roast from the meat section instead of buying the frozen ones, and make up my own. Another cool thing about this new apartment I'm in, we have this little courtyard right out front my door, and one of the neighbors, their church, brings by boxes of food and puts it out here on our picnic table under the umbrella, and leaves all kinds of stuff. Yesterday, I got a huge zucchini squash and some carrots, and a package of celery, and some pretzel buns. Uh, so it's good to have a little extra free food coming in. Plus, the previous tenant in this apartment was set up with our local food bank, and I guess they didn't. She forgot to notify them that she had moved or whatever. So I got a huge box of free canned goods last week. Surprise, surprise! And they couldn't take it back once it's delivered. They can't take it back. He was just the driver said, "Well, I just have to throw it in the dumpster," and I said, "Just leave it here. I'll take it." Yeah, I'm gonna start growing some, Jennifer. It's I've got space now where when I was up my third floor apartment, I got no sunlight whatsoever. I was behind the elevator section, so got very, very little sunlight. But now I've got places for hanging baskets and stuff. I can grow some. I think I'm gonna grow some cherry tomatoes in a hanging basket, and some other stuff. That's cool, Mom. Yeah, do not get the emerald one, Patrick. Do not get the one from Emerald. Trust me, do not get the one from Emerald. Get the
So
one.
pinups of the past and present. Awesome book here. You guys have seen me show this before. I've got two left. Awesome pinup book here. You like pinup style art, tattoo arts, buy it now, $15. I've only got about two of these left. So put it in the chat, just put pinup 15. We can make that magic happen. So can't say enough
You were
good about this
blocking the
book.
camera.
Sorry, what?
You were blocking the camera.
Okay.
Nobody could have saw anything that you were flipping through.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So awesome pinup book here. $15, buy it now. If you're interested, two left. let's see here. You know what? May the 4th is coming up.
So yeah, uh, he blocked most of it, but I've seen him sell one a couple weeks ago. There are some awesome, awesome images in that book.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the 80s, I used to buy all the big art books of uh, different stuff. In fact, one of my favorite ones was the Art of Patrick Nagel. I wish I still had that one.
But of course, I had to show the blooper reel one from last night.
Right. Blooper time. Those are better.
I know. Yeah, we have an air fryer. It's just a small one. I mean, you can't put a whole lot in it at any one time.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate the little tiny ones. In fact, uh, I saw on Amazon where they came out with an air fryer lid to fit my instant pot. But the problem is that it's so small. I mean, it's not that small, but you got to set everything down in there. You know, I want something that opens up like a toaster oven.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that we actually, we have so many of us in the household, I'd actually use just a toaster oven and the air fryer.
Yeah,
There's just so many of us that it's not feasible.
yeah.
If it was just Tim and I, we could get away with a toaster oven and the air fryer,
Oh
or
yeah,
just a convection oven type situation. You know, because they make them where you can just set them on the counter, and it's just like a toaster oven but larger.
yeah.
But we don't have a lot of counter space.
Well, they had one out. I need to look it up again. I'm pretty sure I saw one that's a combination toaster oven, air fryer, and microwave in one unit.
I've seen
And
something about that. Yeah,
that would be perfect for me because I could get rid of my current microwave, just have that one item. I've got extra counter space now that I'm over here, but having a microwave and an air fryer oven and the instant pot kind of takes up the space already. I don't know, it might, Lisa.
oh, dear Lord in heaven, Irene and Carol are still out dumpster diving.
Dang.
Hey, Bones, what you doing?
You doing the phones?
Well, I don't care if you got pants on or not, as long as you got boxers. for some reason, StreamYard is not giving me the little bitty link. It's giving the full on.
No kidding. I just looked over at the chat and said, "Whoa, wait a minute."
And make a pot of coffee. You know, I really didn't pay any attention. Right when I popped over to the screen, they were just driving, so they weren't diving at that point, but they're still on. But yeah, I don't know. They just those two together are a riot. Hi, Anna. How are you doing this afternoon?
Hey, Anna. So you're still crazy? Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Hi, Kim. Did they finally close down shop? I checked the tab a minute ago and they were still on. Oh, no. They must be done. I'm doing pretty good. Hi, Jess. Hi, Nikki. How y'all doing? I'm assuming that the Irene and Carol show is kaput for now.
Nikki and Jessica. Look, everybody's showing up.
There's the link. Anybody wants to come in? StreamYard is not giving me the short link. It's giving me the full long one. Ah, they lost connection. They must hit a dead zone. It happens. Carol's phone doesn't like to work over there in New Hampshire. They've tried it many, many times. That's funny. So, how you doing, Miss Nikki? How's Mr. Picky? Miss Kim? How is the small jewelry turtles and stuff coming along? I'm sure you're probably crafting. You keep selling out. Well, that's a good thing. That is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, that's good.
You're welcome to come up and put your camera on and work. I love to watch you work.
Yeah. Come on up and join us, Kim.
You continue to be surprised. Well, everybody loves handmade items, and when they're cute and what have you like that, people love it. Yeah, whistle while you work. Well, Echo does plenty of that. Will do, Kim. If you want, I'll send you the link in Messenger. Will do. And it is sent. All right. See you later, Jessica.
Bye, Jessica.
Be a good time for everybody to. Oh, there he is. Hey, Patrick.
Yes.
Hey, Patrick.
Why, yes, hello. 069. Oh, wait, wrong show.
Yeah, wrong show, love.
Bingo.
Yep, bingo.
Bingo. Let me get my camera set up here. Maybe.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, Patrick, playing bingo with my dad calling at the VFW, there
Hmm.
was one lady there that her favorite number was 44. And every time N44 was called, we yelled out, Dorothy. And so now every time 69 comes up, I yell out, Patrick.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, anytime 069 comes up, it's like everybody's like Patrick.
It's good to be remembered for something.
Right.
All right, so we don't need to see my ugly face there. This is so weird. This is like the after auction thing. What I don't know. All right, where to go? So how are you all today?
Actually, doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Enjoying the peace and quiet.
You know, I am too. My significant other, she's out of town for the weekend, so it's just me and the cats.
Oh,
And,
I mean, not that we argue or anything, just,
but it's nice to have that solitude.
exactly.
right.
Yeah, this was the first that she's been out since uh, you know, post pandemic, so she was excited. She took a long trip out of town.
That's nice.
Let's see, where did it go? There it is. Nope. Well, thanks for having me on.
Anytime, Patrick, you know that.
Just like I said, it's weird for me. All right, so this is the book that let's see here if I can adjust the camera. We won't make the rookie mistake that I made last night.
But rookie mistakes are what makes it fun.
All right, so the book is called Pinups of the Past and Present, and this is just, I mean, if you like this style of artwork, this is really an awesome book. Here, let me.
And my channel is marked 18 and older, so you are good to go.
Oh my. So let me see here. You know what? There we go. Yes. Is that a good enough picture? I
Mhm.
can't see the camera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
To this zoom out just a pinch. All my cameras give me different clippings at the top and bottom, depending on which one I'm looking at.
See, there are fabulous, fabulous artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of that pin-up, the tattoo style comic art as we get into it a little bit deeper. Oh my.
Right.
I didn't even intentionally do that. See what I did there?
Yep, I caught it. So I love the advertisements. See, one of my tattoos that I had, notice I
Mm-hmm.
say had, because it's now been covered up with different, because the person who did it did a really shitty job. Was done in a supposed was it Sailor Jimmy style?
Sailor
Um,
Jerry. Sailor Jerry, you mean?
That's it, Jerry. Thank you. And it was all screwed up, and it was all blown out, and they didn't do it proper,
Yeah.
and so I had to get it covered up.
oh man.
And but I'm happy with what I have over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a fantastic book. So you still got a couple of them left, or they?
I have 2 left.
Okay.
I made a book like that for my husband.
But yeah,
Let me send you an email and see what we can work out
Okay.
on one of them.
but yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous artwork in this book. We were having a discussion on it the first time I saw the book in the chat, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Who popped on here?
Kim,
Hi, Kim.
Busy.
Hi.
How are you? Oh, naked
How are
butt.
you?
Naked butt.
Huh?
Darn.
And I'm like,
Don't
considering
look.
everything that is shown on television and in movies these days,
Oh yeah.
this is nothing.
Oh, I
Absolutely
know.
nothing.
Our TV over here is getting more and more like European all the time. Just
I
some
love
places
this art
show
of
everything.
Tila
Yes.
from Masters of the Universe there.
Hmm.
That is totally awesome. Mad Moxie. Forget that game that she was in.
Echo says hello, hello, hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Echo.
I don't know if I told you, Patrick. I got when Jerry Wolftoy was doing his auctions.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of huge Lady Death posters from him
Awesome.
last year.
Was it Stephen Hughes art or?
I don't recall. I've got they're still rolled up in their tube. I've got to get some frames for them and
Gotcha. Is it
from
still on
him.
his channel? I'll go back and check it out.
Oh, it was from December of last year. His first auction he did for first or second auction he did was starting to sell his stuff out.
Okay. There's the cover girl.
Yeah, he had some
Pretty kid.
comics that ran
Thank
box
you.
lot.
Hold on,
Pretty
I'll
high.
show it to you when I'm done. Let me get this set real quick. Because he's a blingy guy.
Ooh,
Oh,
hold on.
the tattoo, cool. You know my screen picture on my startup on my laptop is a tattooed Tinkerbell.
Badass girls. There's
Oh,
some famous French director that quoted, "All you need to make a movie is a chick and a gun."
right?
Harley Quinn.
Harley, hey Harley.
Horror, zombie, and Halloween pinup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ooh, I like.
It's in the style of, oh my gosh. I just had them. I showed them last night. Where? Everything's still disorganized. I was getting shipping and stuff as I was watching. Where did my Vampirellas go?
Oh, awesome, Lisa.
Oh well.
Congratulations, Lisa.
Yeah, congrats, Lisa. That's cool.
Awesome.
Hopefully someday I'll be a grandpa.
Vampira.
I have 4 grandkids.
Dominatrix pinup.
Mm-hmm. Vampire house.
Oh, these are nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
And it must have my coffee table selection.
Echo likes them.
Yep. He's
All
waiting
right.
for somebody to whistle back. He keeps saying, come on, come on.
So I appreciate you letting me share that there.
Fabulous. Love it. I can't whistle, so he's out of luck.
I can't either, so I just like sing it back to him. Like if he whistles, like I'll say woo woo,
Uh-huh.
and he's okay with that. Just something that so
Yeah,
somebody says it
sometimes.
back to him.
Woohoo!
Yep, that's right. That's just exactly what I do.
But yeah, I appreciated seeing all of them, Patrick. That is a fabulous book. I do. Um, that's my kind of artwork. It really is.
Yeah, it's and the thing of it is, like, I like to pick up stuff that I like that's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now
Right.
these two are not for sale, but I had to pick these up.
Are these from the pickup the other day?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
Elvira.
love that Elvira cover, and I've been looking for this one. These two are definitely staying with me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's going right next to my Lady Death. Speaking of, I had not seen this one.
Oh, I saw that one in your
Oh
video.
wow.
Tribute to Stephen Hughes. I had not seen this book. I picked it up, so these three are definitely these are staying with me.
Yeah, those are keepers.
But I don't know. There's just something about that one that just I love it. It's fun.
Yeah. That's a different keeper.
But thank you for popping up here and sharing.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Like I said, you are always welcome.
Let's see what else did I? Now here's some still out of that haul that I did. Now here's some Linsner art. Not sure if I'm.
Yep, you're in.
And
Yeah.
Linsner is best known for Dawn, if you remember her from the 90s.
Oh
She was out
wow.
about the same time of Lady Death.
Never. s-
Okay. I feel better.
Let me get a more familiar cover here. Oh, there we go. That's a more familiar cover.
Yes.
Okay.
You've probably seen that in the comic shops.
Control it. It's okay.
Yeah, so the same artist here.
Uh, really? Nice.
Actually got to meet him at a con. He was really, really nice. I have a couple Dawn figures that he signed for me.
Cool.
He did a Vampirella cover, and just I love his rendition of Vampirella there.
Nice.
Yep. You're tempting me so much here, Patrick.
Unfortunately, what I just showed is not for sale.
My brain says want, but my pocketbook says not right now.
I understand. Somebody likes those.
Uh-huh.
Kim the Bird.
That's my male. That's him.
Don't know if you've seen these last night. I showed these. Red Sonja.
Uh-huh.
I like this cover here. It's not Linsner, but it's got that art style like Linsner there.
Yeah.
My grandson approves.
Excuse
I work,
All right.
but
me.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the comic books.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out here.
Grandma thought you were talking about the comic books. No? You talking about Kim and her clay. Okay.
Yeah. If you hear my machine, I'm rolling it out. I'm mixing two colors together so I can make a pretty turtle.
text mom that I made it.
There's the other one.
There it is.
I knew I had. Okay. Couldn't find the other one. Wait a minute. I know I have 2
Yeah,
left.
it was somewhere, right?
The day after, I'm sure you can relate. The day after an auction, it's like stuff is just kind of like, I
Everywhere.
want to say an organized mess would be the
We call it organized chaos.
organized chaos. Let's see. Great. Yeah, great coffee table book. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Cookie bomb.
All right, quiet.
So what are you mixing there, Kim?
I mixed lime green and purple together. I'm going to make a turtle.
Turtle.
This is what I've been making. Polymer clay turtle.
Cool.
And they've been selling out, so I'm making more inventory.
Cool.
So that's what I'm doing. And just, they look cool sitting in your rocks or whatever,
Right.
Yeah.
I have a bunch sitting in my stones. But I have, like, these are sold. They have to go out. But here's a couple that,
That one's mine.
yeah,
Oh, that's pretty.
they're not out yet. Sorry, but
Love that.
trying to do everything at once.
Moonlight.
They're so realistic looking. You did a
I
great
like that
job.
one too, but the one with the heart on the back of it, flipping crazy Lisa, she bought for me,
Yeah, she got these four for her friends.
and it's so
So
pretty, and I thank her for that. And it's so
yeah,
pretty.
Tina, if you would send me out your address, I could get it out to you. I have to contact
I can do that.
you. Yeah, that'd be great. So I have those four that are sold and go out, and I have a couple more that are sold that goes out to different people. But I did like this purple one.
That's pretty.
Am I in frame?
Yeah,
I think so. I did this black one. I'm not real happy with it, but
That still looks good.
they all can't be great, right?
It looks good.
Yeah,
Different.
this
I
one
guess
sold. This was a special request. Here's a blue one. I like this one.
that's pretty.
Okay, good. And then this one I did yesterday too. It's a little different.
It's so awesome that you make those.
Thanks. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff actually. I mean, I do. I'm always working on clay. I make these too, these little puffy hearts
Aw.
to sit around. I make all kinds of things. I make trinket dishes. I make
I like when she takes the jewels and she makes the stuff on the boxes and
yeah, this one. This
And
is
you
what
use
this is what I do, and I started making other things. But this is what I do.
Oh,
I
wow.
made each one of these tiles.
thank
And
you,
it's on
tiles.
the
That
box.
was what the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and it's on a box. But I make each individual one with gems and jewelry findings and stuff like that, and then I
That
put
is-
it on the box. Or a wall hat plaque, a plaque you can hang on your wall. But that's what I usually do. That's what I've been doing for a couple years, and then I started doing these turtles, and boy, oh boy, somebody said make some, and I want to put them in my shop. I think they'll do well. So I'm trying to make like different colors, different varieties, so that they can go ahead and put them in their shop. So that's what I've been doing.
Now, how did your crescent moon earrings turn out?
I didn't even get to those yet. I have like crescent moon trinket dishes. that I've made. And I sell these. And they wanted earrings made out of flowers, so I have those to do yet. And then I make and sell these lips. I think they're kind of cute. They're magnets to put on your fridge.
Oh, nice.
Those are cool.
So I do all kinds of things. It's kind of hard to just say I work with polymer clay because that really doesn't tell anybody anything, you know.
Yeah.
But
Hey Tim, I'm gonna put Patrick up real quick. Look at who is in the center of his
hey,
avatar.
Benny.
I love me some Benny Hill.
Oh yeah. Seen that show in so long. I need to find out where
A long time.
having it streaming.
Who doesn't like Benny Hill? I mean, seriously.
I used to love Ben Hill. I haven't seen him in years. I mean,
There's
this was
clips
a
on
long time.
YouTube. I mean, that's how I kind of fell down the rabbit hole.
Oh, really? You used to watch him on what, BBC?
I didn't think to check on YouTube for it.
Yeah, that came from an auction that kind of went south one night. There was a bunch of shenanigans going on, and I'm just like, all right, if we're going to do this, we're going to have some fun with it. Which inspired this one.
Oh, hold on.
That's great, Patrick.
Thank you. Figured I'd join the Avatar Club here.
Right.
Hey, might as well.
So, I mean, since I basically just showed like the book and now I'm Avatar, did I really need to put on pants?
No, you didn't.
I did.
Man,
No.
Dang it.
You think we're all dressed?
yeah, I'm still in my pajamas, so okay.
Oh, Echo, that one was sharp.
Oh, you
Oh,
should have heard it here. Oh my gosh.
I feel for Patrick usually when he has on his anybody that wears headphones or earbuds.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that's all right. I'm used to it. Sometimes it gets like okay, that was a bit much.
Yeah, they do that. They're parrots. I can't do anything about it. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
no, I'm not talking about the birds here. That's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
But some people will come on and just be like, "Oh my goodness, okay."
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's why, as a courtesy, when I'm on a live with somebody on their channel, if RJ's here and he's having a really bad fuss moment, I'll mute. You know.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to find my mute. I have my phone hanging upside down over my work area. I'd have to look underneath, like with my face up here, to see where mute would be.
Yeah.
That's not something anybody wants to see.
Is it just my imagination, Tina, or did we just drop to like 4 people in the chat? I think all that's left is us 4.
Huh. Wow. I come on, you guys drop. So I'm sorry about that,
Oh,
Mom.
you're fine. There's other stuff going on. It's 1:30. A lot of people probably went back to see what's going on with Carol and Irene.
Yeah.
I think they're stopped because it said, yeah, video not available.
Oh yeah, they had to change phones or
They
something.
set up another one.
Yeah, they're dumpster diving today.
But
Well,
I don't know if it took or not.
when I tuned in, they were at a what is it? An estate sale, and they were going through the house and showing what all was for sale. That's when I tuned in, and then I watched them dumpster dive. Okay, so that's, and then somebody's phone died. I think it was Irene's phone died. So once it died, I came over here. I didn't even know you were on, Tina. I didn't know.
That's all right. Yeah, I started at 11 Central, noon Eastern.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been on a while then, huh?
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
Again, sorry I killed your chat.
You didn't do it, Patrick.
Of course, I don't have everybody subbed, so I don't really know. But according to mine, Jimmy is on It's JBTV, and Demeter Solace, however you pronounce it. They're the only two that I have listed as live right now.
Wonder where everybody went.
But like I said, I don't sub everybody. My goodness, if I did, I'd run out of room.
I sub to everybody because I want them to sub to me, But I also unsub a lot.
I do too.
I unsubbed somebody's channel that I subbed right away because a friend of mine said, come over and sub to their friend. So I went over and subbed and watched for a little bit, and then it was like, nah, you know what? I don't like how she's doing things. I just didn't agree. So anyway, I unsubbed. I'll do that,
Yeah.
It just depends on what's going on.
Like I said, I will sub to people and I'll check them out just like you said. And if it's something that doesn't interest me, and then I will unsub.
Well, your interest can change too,
Yeah.
I sub to jewelry channels, and I sub to creative channels, and I sub to like talk channels, and I have a lot of different interests. I sub to the monkey channels too, some of them.
That's like you and Willow were busy talking about the monkey channels the other day.
Yeah.
And I don't watch them, but I get filled in by Willow. That's how I.
Yeah.
Got him. Easy kill.
They're cute, though. I mean, I like to watch, and they're fascinating to me. I mean, I've always been fascinated with monkeys ever since I can remember as a little kid. And to find a monkey channel, it's like, oh, wow, that's really cool. I can watch now. I watch them every night. So I'm just making another turtle. Here's the shell. I'll bake it in this cutter. And I just put a bottom on it so that I'm making the head and the feet. And then once they're all baked, then I'll take another unbaked piece of clay for the bottom and put everything together and then seal it all with liquid clay and bake it again. So it's like a process for sure. Is no one talking to you, Echo? Oh my goodness.
Poor Echo. Nobody wants to talk to him.
Right? He's such a neglected bird, I'll tell you. Not.
Poor Echo. There we go. Hey, Willow.
Hello.
Hey, Willow.
Hey, Willow.
Somebody
Really?
just woke up.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
just
I
talking
stayed up
about
a
you.
little later than planned last night, modding for Heartland Picker Brandon. But found myself about the time the sun was starting to peak up, sprawled out, oozing off the sofa. So I probably ought to go to bed. Which I think that's where I was going
Oh wow.
before I passed out. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'll watch this one video that popped up. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that went well.
That's what I do. I lay down, going to watch a video, and before I go to sleep, and next thing I know, I'm waking up 4 hours later. The video has ended, and like, okay.
Freaking moly.
I do the same thing with my earbud in because I like have one side of my head against the pillow, and then I just use the one earbud.
Yeah.
And I'm watching a video, very interested in it. Next thing I know, there's something else on because it'll turn to something else, and it's like, oh, I must have fallen asleep 10 hours ago.
Yeah, I don't watch videos in bed, and I don't have
No,
the autoplay thing on YouTube.
Me either. No
I
That's
autoplay.
confusing. I hate that.
must have it on. I didn't think I did because I don't want to see what they want me to see. I want to see what I want to see, but I must, I guess.
It's super easy to bump it. That little
Yeah,
button
I'll have to check.
where they moved it from the very top of the chat to the bottom of the video.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, then yeah, heck,
That's
I
where the
might have.
little switch. Yeah, that's where the little
I
switch is
must have
now. It's at the
fell.
bottom of the video
I
block.
could even.
So
I fall asleep on my phone, so who knows what all I've done to it.
yeah, I can't do earbuds anyways. So the doc said no, 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 no.
Yeah.
So I got those, the ones that like clip just right behind your ears, and they
Yep.
reverb the stuff through your bone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that worked great until the eye.
Mm.
Now there's too much pressure on the one side of the head, so I can't wear those. So yeah, no buds, no.
Okay.
Yeah, they're selling those a lot now. They're just like little buttons that go behind your ear
Well,
for
this is like,
earphones. I expect them to take over.
well, yeah, and this is like the headphone thing because it clips on, and the pressure of them can't do it.
Yeah.
And if you pull one away, it doesn't work. So at least mine don't.
Oh,
I
really?
paid up as much as I could for mine, but yeah, they got to be in that bone, and I've got thickening in that bone, so it's kind of challenging. But I found a spot that works. But yeah, it's a spot the eye don't like. So oh well.
Wow.
I liked those because I could, like get up and go pee and leave the laptop, and I could still hear what was going on, and
Yep.
But yeah. Oh well.
So, is anybody doing besides Mr. Jim? Who's doing anything tonight, Patrick?
Oh, I don't know. Saturday's kind of like my day off of YouTube.
There you
Actually, I'm just been off of YouTube. I don't even take my channel seriously anymore.
go.
That's not
I wasn't sure if Chaos or Roy were doing anything.
I don't.
Hey, sweetheart.
You have now discovered that Patrick Murphy was not listening to what they were saying last night.
Oh man.
I excused myself and left, so I left before the
I
end of
think
the show.
Chaos is going live tonight. Don't quote me. Let me go to his channel and see if he's got a slide up about that.
Glad I'm not the only one that can space during one of those.
Hello, what's up? Got him.
Cool. Feeding chaos.
No, thank you.
Let's see. Videos, upcoming lives. Nope, he doesn't. Again. Oh, I got a phone call, guys. I have to go.
Okay. Thanks, Patrick.
Alrighty. Later.
Good
Thanks for
Bye,
having me.
Patrick. Take care. Well, he ain't totally off on the weekend. Life still happens.
Yeah.
Can't get away from it.
He's home. It's just him and the kitty cats. The other half has took off to
Yeah.
have some time away from home for the. I don't want to misquote, but I think he said the weekend or just overnight.
Yeah, a long weekend. I think he said, yeah. She's going for a long weekend. Okay, I'm gonna go.
guessing this is his girlfriend.
Yeah, his significant other.
Oh, okay.
Yep, his girlfriend.
Like I said, still not awake yet. Connecting dots. Yeah, easier said than done.
You see, I actually took time to create a thumbnail instead of just throwing up a picture.
So see, Kim is making turtles.
I lost a mold. I can't find it anywhere. What do you think of that? You know, how crazy is it to lose a mold?
Molds run away. They kind of get a mind of their own sometimes, like a lot of other crafty tidbits.
All things run away and hide, and then you're like, oh, that's where you went.
Yeah, maybe a long time from now I'll find it, but I need it. I mean, it's one of those things that I have orders and I need part of it, and I can't find it anywhere, no matter where I look. I don't know what happened to it. It makes no sense.
You put it where you could find it and forgot where you put it. That's what happened.
Wow.
I hope I put something up in a safe spot and I forget where it was.
That's me in a nutshell. Yep.
Yeah, when we moved, I had a pretty significant sized box that I had labeled, that I wanted in my bedroom because it was deadline sewing projects, competition stuff. So I wanted it in my bedroom, and then I could move it to my craft room because I did not want it getting buried in the house. Went well. It ended up in the storage room, in that end of the house, clear in the far back corner, and the room was packed to the ceiling of boxes.
Oh boy.
Oh. What'd you do?
I had to dig through a mountain.
You did? You did that? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Wasn't
It's
sure.
the only place left it could have been. I'd been through everything else in the house.
Sounds like somebody carried it there. Somebody helping you maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, I had...
They can't read, even though you give specific directions.
They didn't need directions. The boxes were labeled. The walls, doors, everything in the house was labeled. Arrows directing them.
Well,
everything.
like I said, even though they can't read and are given direction.
I think what happened is they picked up probably 2 or 3 boxes, like smaller ones on top of that one kind of thing. It was like dropping them as they go, and they spaced on that one. But yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Willow, I need your mailing address because I have a turtle with you.
Okay.
But I don't know where to send it. So if you could just give me that would be great.
that can be done.
So I meant to contact you earlier today, and I didn't. That's one of the things I have planned for today, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel all discombobulated today because I have a long list of things I need to do. And I did one thing, and then I'm making turtles. That's on my list. But there are other things that I need to do too. And I just feel like I might not get to it, and I don't have enough hours in the day today.
StreamYard chat, my dear.
StreamYard chat.
Yeah,
Private
StreamYard
chat.
chat.
Yeah, private chat and StreamYard.
Yep.
Oh, I have my phone. I can't get to anything.
Oh,
Sorry.
Well, I will drop it to you
Yeah.
on Facebook then.
Okay, or we could talk. You know, if you don't want to put it in writing anywhere, we could talk on Messenger, and you can just tell me.
or her email was there right there on the screen. So
And my email too. Yeah, you could email it to me. However you want to. However you feel best.
I've done it pretty much all. So
Okay.
I don't recall your email, so I will just send it to you on Facebook.
Okay, that works. Thank you.
I said that's what I did. I just sent it to her on Facebook.
Okay, great. I was going to say something. Oh, yeah, somebody wants charm size for a bracelet. Now, give me your opinion. Is this too big for charm size to make a bracelet? Or should I use this one? 1 or 2?
If your phone dings, I can't see that yet, but if your phone dings, that's all it is.
Yeah.
For a
For
bracelet.
they want to make a bracelet. Now, I have a really thin wrist.
It depends on the person's arm. I mean, the big one
Right.
might work, but
See, I don't know what to do because, yeah, and so
Smaller
I
one.
need a smaller one. This one?
Yeah,
yeah,
I
because
agree.
by the time you add the feet and the tail and the head, yeah.
Yep. That's what I thought too, but I just wanted to.
Yeah, even as a focal, by the time the feet and everything are added, that's going to be pretty
It is going to be.
significant. So.
Yeah, it is. And they wanted it just for a focal, you know. I don't know what else they're going to add, if anything, but
Probably turtle charms.
I don't know.
Or,
Well,
sea charms, sea stars and
Yeah.
fishies and, I can't think of any other sea critters, seahorses,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Shells.
What's everybody doing today?
right now I'm just watching you and chatting.
Oh.
Ditto.
I haven't gotten very far. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Tomorrow's
I woke
my
up,
birthday.
got dressed, came in, sat down, seen where Tina had said morning, and then
Yeah,
popped
I
on
sent
YouTube
you
and
the
she was
links
live.
last night.
Yeah, I seen that, and
That way
yeah,
you be prepared
I was
for an
phasing
11
out at
a.m.
that point, and then I vaguely remember seeing that. So yeah,
That's it. I tried to send them early enough that you'd be prepared for an actual morning.
yeah, I vaguely remember seeing them before I passed out, and mentally denoting that, oh yeah, Tina goes live in the morning, and basically the last thing I remember is waking up, the sun's peeking out, and I'm like, okay, I'm oozing off the sofa, not a good thing. Let's go to bed. So me and Sable, because she was draped across me, got him, went to bed, and when I woke up, here I am.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't planning on staying up as late last night, but can't pass up a Brandon sale. And if I go in there, if I'm in the chat, he's like, "Get your butt in here," and he's fun to hang out with, and he doesn't get to come on that much.
Yeah.
He's not going to be on for probably another month to 5 weeks because, you know, finals, and then he's got a, I don't know, some kind of other special class thing or something that's a week or two after school lets out that he's doing. And then he's done for the summer, and he'll be back on the regular for the summer. But, you know,
Oh, that might work.
I was in here talking about Sandy and the sale, etc.
yeah, it's probably going to be either the 5th or the 6th of May. I'm letting the girls lock in the date, and then
Now we're finding out she was given a 3-day evict.
yeah, but it
Yeah,
was not
that's
a lawful
that's
3-day
not
eviction.
legal. Yeah,
It
And
wasn't.
that
It wasn't
Gianna
against the
had done
courts.
some searching, and the property's been sold.
That has been confirmed.
according to Gianna, yeah.
Okay. Then he has no lawful means to send an eviction
Right. It's the new
because
owner.
if it's been sold, it'd be the new owner's responsibility, not his.
And the new owner has to go through court and everything, just like he would have had to done.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I kind of do, because like when we bought a property once, it was a 3-unit, and the people in one unit were supposed to be out before the closing date, and they weren't. We walked in there. I mean, we would just walk right into their place, you know, and there they were sitting at the kitchen table. They had no idea the place was even sold to a new owner. So we had to go to court and, you know, do the whole thing,
Uh-huh.
the eviction, and they didn't want to leave. And, you know, I gave them an eviction, a 30-day, and then they didn't want to leave. So they didn't leave. And then we had to go to court, and it was like a whole big mess. And I felt bad for them on one hand, but on the other hand, you know, that's where we were going to live. And I had 3 kids, and where were we supposed to live? They had school to go to. We had left our other place. You know, it was a mess. But yeah, you're right. The landlord that they had previously had no jurisdiction at that moment that we signed the papers.
Right.
Yeah. Well, this guy's
Yeah, and you can't
he's
evict without going to court, and it's going to take a minimum of 3 months to even, set a deadline to be out. So
Well, you have to give them a 30-day notice first before you even go to court.
well,
Well,
he
at least we
gave
did.
a 3-day and posted. It was taped to the door.
yeah, what even?
It's not been registered through the court. Cinnamon and J. Marie and I think one other person in the chat was, yeah, Sandy Kirk was doing some looking online at public record yesterday and could not find anything that it had been sold. It was still under the ownership of, him and his. So,
According to what I was being told in the chat, Gianna did some digging and found that the property had been sold.
okay,
So you might want to contact Gianna.
yeah,
They might not have been updated yet. Courts might not have been, or the
yeah, that's what they were wondering then. So there was the possibility, but that means that the 3-day eviction's unlawful, and regardless whether in the court, out of the court or not, it still had not, it wasn't lawful in regards to
Jennifer says, well, Sandy said Gianna looked and said it was sold.
yeah, and that's fine. I'm just saying that yesterday this eviction that Sandy got would have been,
Well, there is such a thing as a 3-day quick evict.
yeah, but you still have to register it through the court. It still has to be registered at the courthouse. and there was nothing there. So unless it's there now,
Well, it wouldn't show up over a weekend anyway, so
exactly.
have to wait till a bit next business day.
I don't know. I was not in Cody's chat. I was in mine where Sandy was at talking about it. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, the next thing is even if it is a 3-day, she can go to court on that. She's not going to be able to get out in 3 days. She's a 73-year-old woman with health issues, limited income, et cetera, et cetera. There is the humanity factor in it, in giving
Right.
somebody a reasonable period of time, and that was first eviction notice. Usually 3 days are down the line
Yeah,
a bit.
if it goes to court and goes before the judge, there's no way he's going to say, "Yeah, you got to be out in the 3 days,"
No,
because the judge is going to look at her and go, "Yeah, this ain't happening."
Well, the 3 days are going to be up before she can even get to see a judge. So
Right.
exactly.
that's crazy.
And if the 3-day isn't registered with the court, the landlord's not supposed to give those. Those are supposed to be hand delivered
By a process
by the
server.
sheriff.
Mhm.
Yeah, by a processor.
Yeah. And it wasn't. He taped it on her door. So
Yeah, I've had to go to the attorney and do paperwork for evictions more times than I care to admit.
it's a sad deal. But one way or
And
another,
then it was
you know,
almost a month before I got to go to the courthouse.
yeah, and that was
And then you had
pre-Rona,
another
probably
month,
sometime ago,
usually,
so
before the judge says, "Yeah, you have to be out by such and such date."
yeah.
And it was usually another month. So, it did. It took.
It's not going to go as fast as they think it's going to go. There's just no way. Legal wise, physically her being able to wise, it ain't going to happen.
I mean, of course, everything moves at a snail's pace in Illinois. So,
Right.
and that's no
Well,
joke.
it's moving even slower than the snail during Rona right now. They're still backed up by, months and months and months on evictions in the courts because of the rental and mortgage moratoriums. So, you're lucky that if 3 months on normal, but yeah, it's probably more like 6 or 8 right now with the backlogs that they have
Oh yeah.
due to Rona, because they were also, um, the district courts and all of that and everything. All of those areas are super backlogged, because of shutdowns and the criminal stuff. If it wasn't, if they weren't like a murderer or rapist or something like that, they'd get a ticket, and on it, they'd get a court date after reopened, and
Yeah, I don't know,
they were
Jennifer.
released back on the streets. So
All
they're
I can say is that the 3-day quick evict is pretty much null and void. And while, yeah, I understand the situation has been very much stressful and a headache, with everything that's been going on, I know she's been trying to just stay put. Personally, I would have been already trying to sort my shit just in case something backfired.
well, you got to remember she also got sick, and he's been ping-ponging back and forth.
I know, but
Yeah, I'm still going to sell you the place. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to still sell you the place. He's been back and forth.
Ryan,
It's just now that he's finally decided to apparently hammer down, and he's cried wolf so many times, And she's got all of that. She's got all of the threats and everything. So she can do pictures and show. She's got a lot of heavy equipment and stuff with her business and everything.
I
And
mean,
very little
where is she
resource
going to find a place?
because Rona's tapped her out, you know. So
Where is she going to find a place that's going to allow her to have the dogs?
she found one trailer, and just to get in the door, it's going to be like over 2,500 or something like that. There's one house for sale in Farron that was found, and it's nearly 300,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she is wanting to buy Jennifer. And yeah, I could see her staying at Kent's, but then there's still Ryan. So Ryan might have to, I don't know, camp on the sofa. It just sucks that she's got to be displaced in such a manner.
Yeah.
With all her health issues and everything. You know, the stress and everything. It's not going to help. It's just,
Bless her heart.
Kent was going to try to buy the place because he doesn't want just anybody moving in next to him because it's like right next door.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I believe so, Jennifer.
Oh,
You know, his property's like 6
Kelly,
acres.
how you doing?
Hey, Retro. No, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so, Jennifer.
My goodness, do you all hear that?
No.
Is it the nasty bug, Retro, or is it a nasty bug that there's like a cold flu crud going around?
Well, on her channel, she doesn't talk about. They don't say the C word. I just say Rona. I don't remember who it was. Somebody else in her chat was talking about recovering from the Rona.
Yeah. Some channels don't, and that's why there's all of these phrases and other words that have come about. But sometimes
she's immunosuppressed as well, but no, she just has a stomach bug.
Stomach bug's almost worse, I think. I mean, my God. I've had that, and I had eaten tuna with oil right before it hit, and oh God. Every cat in the neighborhood was at the front door, and everybody in the house was trying to leave. It was awful.
Yeah.
I couldn't get away from it, so, you know, I was stuck.
Hard. I don't know why they do that.
Because it's maybe marked as your default.
No. I checked before I ordered.
Oh, okay. I don't know then.
I added the new card.
Yeah, I don't
And I
know.
put it on the new card. I'm using that card because there's nothing on that card.
Right.
Are there?
But yeah, I did. I stopped in at Kelly's the other night. She was live for a little bit. She had to mute when the puppers decided they were going to go crazy and go. Rah, 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 rah.
Yeah. All I know is one way or another, they'll get it figured out, and the girls are sorting out the day for the benefit, and then we're gonna like get together on Facebook or a StreamYard or something and sort out a few other details, and then we'll start putting it out there to get people to come on and what have yous. We should have that figured out, from what I understand, this weekend. So
Willow,
Yes, dear.
I missed that. What were you saying?
That the girls are going to figure out the date, whether it's going to be the 5th or the 6th, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Then they'll let me know, and we're going to have like a meetup, like in a StreamYard or Facebook video chat or something, and sort out the rest of the details, and then we'll start putting it out to start getting people to come on to sell and what have you.
Oh, cool.
Should be done this weekend, and we should be able to start advertising it. You know, probably Monday. You
Awesome.
know, sans any family things getting in the way
Mhm.
and preventing us from being able to get things together. I'm leaving it up to them because, you know, they've got families and kids and grandkids and, you know.
Right. What kind of selling? What kind of thing?
It's going to be a
Anything?
benefit
Hey,
auction.
Catherine.
Evening segment's going to be jewelry only, and we're doing it in 3 sections. First section is Sandy exclusively,
Mhm.
so that she can sell, and when she gasses out, she can go. There won't be any other people coming on to sell on that segment.
Mhm.
Second segment's going to be anything goes. Third
Mhm.
segment jewelry only. From what I understand, it may have changed. I don't know yet.
Mhm.
That was kind of the way I was leaning it, but when I got all the slots, you know, both slots filled, they might want to do it different. So we'll see.
Sure.
Yes, Lisa. Hello, dear. Yes, very much so. She has. I don't
I'm
think it's
double
going to be a
check.
problem. I have a feeling we're going to have overflow of people wanting to come on. Um, I've never organized one of these, so you know, I threw out my ideas to them, but it might go entirely different. They've done it before, so they might want to do it a different way,
Right.
and that's fine. You know,
Is it a crafter's auction, or is it like when you say making jewelry? Sandy makes her own jewelry. Other people do too.
well, jewelry will be just any jewelry.
Oh,
Sandy's little segment would be just Sandy selling her wares or things that she has sell jewelry pieces that
right.
aren't Sandy pieces, um, or whatever. You know, she might have things in
Mhm.
the house she wants to sell. Um,
Okay.
and then you know the others tentatively. One isn't anything goes. The other is jewelry exclusively. Like I said, that could change it depending on how they, you know, each of their segments wants to go, kind of thing. You know, like I said, I threw out the ideas that I had, but you know, my ideas might not necessarily be workable because you know I've modded them. I've never organized one, so
Mhm.
they might do it entirely different, and that's fine. As long as it happens, I don't care whose idea it was, who does what. I don't care. It's about Sandy. It's not about anybody else. So
Mhm.
I don't care.
Yeah, Lisa, I love jewelry. I don't wear a lot of it, but I am attracted to a beautiful piece.
Ditto.
Same thing with tchotchkes. Love certain tchotchkes. And if I bought every tchotchke that I was attracted to, oh my word.
You'd be sleeping on the roof because there
Yeah.
wouldn't be room in there or the yard or you know. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way.
I'm also a purse gal. I love my bags. Poor Tim, when we would go out and about, he'd have to pull me away from the bags at the thrift stores.
No, I like the bags too.
Yeah, me too.
Or if we separated, he would come looking for me and he would find me at the bags. He always knew where to look, books or bags, because I was at one or the other.
Same. Yeah, books, bags, jewelry, craft supplies. That's pretty much
Yeah.
Craft supplies.
my 4.
Nope.
I walk in our thrift store, that we go to. Well, we go to many, but I mean, there's one in particular that we try and hit, you know, at least
Regular.
once a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I usually always find good craft things there. And that's what I walk in the door with the cart, grab a cart, and off I go. And the first thing I do is I go all the way to the back in the corner where the craft section is.
Hmm.
And that's where he can find me.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I go look for him, you know, but it's always the craft section. And he goes and looks at everything. I don't have that. I look at the crafts and that's it. Then I
Yeah, for
follow
me,
him.
I'd head straight to the books. The books were right next to the crafts. So I'm trying to scan books and the crafts are calling me, you know.
Yeah.
But if I tried to scan crafts, the books were calling me. So I can scan a shelf of books in 90 to nothing. I worked and managed a used bookstore, and I can scan shelves super fast. So I would hit that and then the crafts, um, and then
Well, that
kind
and
of go through the trinkets and then head to the jewelry.
you and I also keep a notebook in our purse
Hmm.
that has a list of what we still need or are
Hmm.
wanting. So
Yeah.
we look in the book section for those books, and if
Yes.
they don't have it, we're done.
Yeah. And that's the
Unless a
thing. I
title
can,
catches our eye
yeah.
that looks interesting.
Yeah. And in fiction, that rarely happens, but it's the craft books, you know, then I have to go through and check, you know, but they didn't always have those. So it generally just basic, just doesn't usually take me long at a book rack. So,
Well, I don't have the patience to read anymore. I wish I did. I just don't have the focus. I used to read, you know, Stephen King books, it's
yeah,
600
the
page
huge ones. Yeah.
novels. Yeah, in a day.
Hmm.
I was that into it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I
couldn't,
used to
you
read a
know, I'd
lot
get
more.
5 of those books at the
Now I
library
just,
when I come
yeah.
home and that I'd eat them, you know?
Yeah.
And I just don't have the patience now. I wish I did. I keep saying patience. I don't think it's patience. It's a focus.
Yeah.
It's a focus. And I wish
Attention
I
span
did.
that has
Yeah.
dropped substantially due to pain. It's just, and the meds, it's distracting. You can't, it
Yeah, I'm
is hard.
very
It's very hard to
distracted.
focus. It's very hard to concentrate.
Yeah, I'm very, very distracted. Yeah, easily
Same here.
distracted. Now, when I do this, I can do this and watch YouTube and watch a movie and talk to my parents all at the same time.
Yeah.
But when I'm in a book, that's all I am.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Same.
And I can't. I just
I,
can't keep
If I
myself there.
I
if I
used to
am
be able to, I could be reading a book, listening to a TV show in the background,
Yep.
and sewing, hand sewing at the same
Yep.
time. I can't do that anymore, not even close.
no. If I'm in a book, I am in a book. That's it, solitarily. Now I could reach over and grab my beverage or have a cigarette,
Mm-hmm.
but
Your
I
nose is still in
can't.
the book.
My nose is still in the book, and if somebody speaks to me, they have to continually speak to me or reach out and touch me
Yes.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I'm gone. I don't know anything else.
And that's how I used to be, and I can't get there anymore. I can't, or if I get there, I can't stay there. And it's not like me not to finish a book, so it's kind of painful, you know.
Uh-huh.
Because
Well, yeah.
if I start it,
I
I have
used to
to finish
easily do
it.
a novel a day. Not anymore.
If I start it, I have to finish it, and if I can't focus, how am I supposed to finish it? It's just very frustrating.
Well,
So
that's
I
why I've
buy.
downsized my library so much. And the few I have kept are gradually going because I'm transitioning very slowly, as I can afford it, over to digital of
Oh
just my
yeah.
absolute favorites, my die-hard absolute favorite series of books.
Well, I still collect the Stephen King books. My husband buys them for me whenever they come out. So, but I haven't read one in 3 years. I mean, I got a lot of books that I haven't read, And I always say, oh, during my retirement, that's what I was saving them for, because I know how fast I'll go through them. Yeah, well, that all changed. So now I
Yeah.
got a bunch of these books that I don't know that I'm ever going to read. And I
If they
love
give you comfort on the shelf and that's not a problem, then it's not going to hurt to have them there.
Yeah.
Somebody could end up reading them to you someday.
Oh,
You just don't
yeah.
know. You just don't know.
Good
Listen,
idea.
I have a couple of them that I've saved here on YouTube that they're being read aloud. They're audible.
Hmm. I never thought of that.
Yeah, I've got a few books on audio that I use to play old school, either on a portable,
Cassette
Walkman,
player.
for lack of, I think they used to call them Walkmans,
Yep.
Yeah.
cassette or disc player. I still got some of those from when I was a teen that worked
Okay,
fine.
Kelly,
Okay.
get
And
feeling
I would
better.
listen to those while I was like working in the garden or working
Yeah.
on the house.
They're real
But
popular.
yeah, I can't do plugs anymore in my ears now, so that's out. So yeah,
You can play them through a little small speaker.
I would move around so much that yeah, I'd have to like Velcro it to my shoulder or something to be able to do that. I don't have surround sound in the house or anything that I could plug it into.
They have these little things. They're called Bluetooth, and it's a Bluetooth speaker, and they're real cheap. And
I think the dollar store even carries them.
Yeah, I've tried speakers like that and they crackle, and I can't hear them. Hearing impairment. So
15, $20 for a Bluetooth speaker, and you do it from your laptop. Connect it to your laptop.
well, I mean, the thing is now I can't do the work in the yard and I can't do as much housekeeping stuff. So, more often than not, I'm sitting my butt and I just play them, and sit here and listen to them while I'm crafting or something.
But, it's just a thing.
Yeah. But I mean, where I'm hearing impaired, I could probably get Audible for free.
Oh, I bet you could.
Hearing impaired, low income. They've got programs for that kind of thing. But I don't know. I just haven't went there. I just mostly read before I go to bed at night. I still have the eyes to read. I think if the eyes would go to the point that I can't craft and stuff like that, yeah, I'd probably live in an audible world like that with books. But I haven't went there yet because I don't need to. So I guess I'm kind of saving it in case I need it. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a wasp right there.
I need to mute for 5 guys and do my breathing treatment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's not. It was literally right there.
Oh my God, it's home.
Oh, great.
Oh, no. It is literally right where the door would close.
It'll go away. It won't stay there forever.
I'm not going to be standing here forever. There's like a big four of them right there.
Ah, here it is.
You'll be fine for now, Dad.
Success.
I'll just sit on the edge thing for a second. Pop the time, pop the time, pop the time.
Well, guess what my husband's doing? He's outside putting the tent up. We have the woods right outside our door,
Yeah.
and it's all like up a hill, like really steep hill. I mean, it's hard to even walk up. Well, he dug steps in the side in the hill, and put logs or split logs and made steps.
Right.
And he hand dug probably 50 by 50 foot cut into the hillside, and then took all that dirt and put it and leveled the hill, leveled that spot.
Yeah.
And we put a tent up there every year. So now's the time to put the tent up.
So that's what he's
And
busy doing.
that's what he's getting ready to do. Yeah.
Back in.
But you know what? We have an air mattress that we take up, and we have a 20 by 20 foot tent, and we have a fire pit up there he dug, and we just take our camp chairs up and we put hot dogs and marshmallows and stuff on the fire, and then it's time to go to bed, then we go into the tent, and we have a heated not a blanket, but a mattress cover, because it doesn't matter how warm out it is out. That air mattress on that dirt keeps really, really cold, and you'll get hypothermia if you sleep on it just plain.
Right.
So, we have that. We have electricity up there. He runs an extension cord up there every year, and we have a TV up there. He bought a new flat screen for it up there. And he runs
glamping. All right.
No kidding, right? We glamp. Yes, we do. But I hate whenever it's time to take the tent down. We do it 3 seasons because we have the heated mattress pad. Otherwise we couldn't. But yeah,
hey, it's on your property. Who cares?
Oh yeah, we leave it up 3 seasons. In the summer, you can't even see it because of all the trees and everything that grows in. Down the hillside. Yeah, you can't even see it, but yeah, he's out there doing that. So maybe I'll get to sleep out tonight. I don't know. That would be cool. Tomorrow's my birthday, so it would be nice to wake up in the tent on my birthday. That would be cool. So I'm making a little itty bitty turtle, but I gotta wait until the oven's done because all my tiles are have turtles on them. But I'm gonna try this and see how I like it. This size. Maybe I'll make a couple to sit around turtles.
Yeah.
Just little ones. We'll see. See what it looks like.
With your little turtles.
Mm-hmm.
How you're experimenting and making them as charms.
Yeah.
I was wondering if where you're baking them on the thing like that, if there was a way you could make a through and through by where the front legs go in, so that they could run the chain or the wire or whatever on it, through it.
Well, I do have eye hooks that I could put in the head.
No, I meant through the body.
Through the body.
Yeah. So that it becomes kind of like a slider. It moves that way.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Not for a pendant, though. That's not what you're talking about. You're talking about
for a pendant.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah, I'd have to do that. Yeah, I could do that. When I put the second bottom on it, I could do that. Absolutely. I could, just put 2 channels. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you'd have to put some type of little tube through there so that the chain would go through and not get lost inside.
Yeah.
Well, you'd bake it with like the rod in there. You'd bake it with what do I have that can go in the oven? I do have things that can go in the oven. I
Thank
have
you
like
very much.
metal sticks, you
Yeah,
know.
any kind of metal stick.
So I put that and then the bottom over it so that it would keep that channel. Not that size, but
Right.
a different size. But yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, it just have to be big enough so that a jump ring would fit through it on the end of a chain that would have it.
Well, no, the jump chain doesn't come through. That you add that later.
Yeah, you could just put the chain through
Yeah,
without.
but I mean for somebody to be able to change it from different chains. But yeah, if you just put a chain through and then put a jump ring on,
Yeah,
it has to have to stay on that chain though.
Well,
yeah,
anybody can. I mean, even your basic somebody that just bought a piece and wants to change it. I mean, I knew how to change pieces out without, you know, being a jewelry person.
Yeah,
I
it's not
didn't
that
like the
hard.
piece. I knew how to take a ring off and slide a new one on.
Yeah, it's not that hard. So.
You're talking to somebody who, when she got grounded away from using a phone, figured out how to jimmy rig it and rewire one that was disconnected that my parents had stuffed into a closet. Because they literally took the phones with them to work so that I didn't use the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to go get these out of the oven. We had a tree fall on our tent last year. Thank God we weren't in it that night. We were going to, and we didn't. And darn if a tree didn't fall. Just ripped up the tent. So I was supposed to sew it. Well, and then he came in just a little bit ago and told me, he's going to put the tent up. And I said, well, aren't I going to sew it? And he says, well, eventually, I guess. And I said, what are you going to do? Duct tape it? Because that would be fine too. So he's going to duct tape it for now, but
yeah.
the
tape or gorilla tape. That gorilla
yeah,
tape.
something like that, and then I could even, well, no, I couldn't sew through that because that would leave gummy all over the needle and it would
yeah, it would mess things up.
Because I'm thinking of something for reinforcement. I hate to go out and buy netting because part of what ripped was the netting, because it's like an open top, and then you put your rain cover over it, and that closes it in. Yeah. But it hit that rain cover and popped it, and then went right through the netting and then through the side of the tent. I mean, that's right where John would have been sleeping, and it crashed. And I mean, it was like a tree. It was a good one. Too much rain, we had too much rain, and it weakens the roots, and the trees will fall over off the hill because the hill's that steep. I just don't want to go buy netting, that's going to be expensive. And I was thinking of what I can reinforce it with, because I don't have a lot of material. I have old clothes, but I don't have a lot of material, I was thinking denim, but I'm thinking when the wind starts whipping, that's going to fray. And then I spent all that time doing that for nothing. So I'm trying to think of, I might have an old sheet. That might be the best material. Do you have an idea?
Once it's up, and if you can handle it, that spray adhesive, it's not really adhesive, but that stuff they show on TV.
Oh yeah. It's rubber. Yeah, it's rubber, and you spray it like on a screen, and it makes a boat and that kind of stuff.
It actually does work.
Yeah, I forget what it's called though, but I know exactly what
Flex
you mean.
seal. You talking about Flex
Yeah,
seal?
Flex Seal. Thank
seal.
you,
That's
Jay.
it. Yep. Yep.
But
That's it.
it actually does work.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. And because that will penetrate those fibers.
Yeah, it just does. Don't spray it real heavy at first,
Right.
because if you put a heavy application on, it's crappy. You put it on lightly, let it dry real well, then
Mhm.
apply another coat.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, that stuff's great too. If you got old patio furniture that's not looking so great, you can knock off the rust and then paint it with that. It gives it a nice little rubberized finish.
Yeah.
It's great.
Never thought of that either.
Also, on your hand tools, if they had a rubber grip,
Mm-hmm.
take off the old rubber grip and dip it, and you can hang it on something, and it redoes a grip.
Do they make it in buckets now?
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah,
Okay. I didn't know that.
spray, or you can get the paint on buckets and all kinds of versions.
I haven't been out lit much lately. To like to the Home Depot or Lowe's or anything like that. I haven't been out much. It's hard to walk, so I don't really go. My
The good
house is
thing
up.
about it, Home Depot has got a scooter.
Yep.
Yeah, I never think of myself as needing anything like that until I'm about halfway through the store, and then I start to where I can't move anymore. Like
Yeah.
legs won't work, and I'm just standing there, and I got to lean up against something or I'll fall over. I
My,
just
my,
don't think
my
of it.
knees have gotten to where I can't get up off of those scooters. I mean, I can get on it and do my shopping, but once it's time to get out, forget it.
Yeah.
That's where your walker comes in handy.
Yep.
Well, I have a one of the wheel walkers,
Yep.
with seat.
Rollator.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and I take that when I go like to a flea market or something. I know darn well I'm not going to make it through there. But just shopping or something, my husband will run me ragged. He's a shopaholic. He loves to shop, and we'll go everywhere, flea markets and thrift stores, and then he has to go to Lowe's, and then we got to go grocery shop all in one day. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't do all this anymore. I need my walker. So I know I need it then, but I don't think about, a big store like Lowe's or Home Depot. But I just might have to resort to that walker sometime.
Yep, take it with you or use the scooters.
Mm.
Because you'll find out using the scooters that you come out of it with less pain, less recovery time, in the days to follow the trip. You're going to enjoy it a lot more.
Recovery time. Yep.
Yeah, recovery time from going shopping. Yeah.
No, I know. Believe me, I know. Carrying groceries on top of a grocery trip
Mm-hmm.
kills me. And then we have to put it away. And it's like, oh my God, that is, it'll be 2 days before I feel halfway decent again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
saying. You'll have the energy to be able to put things away and stuff at home. And then you might have a recovery day instead of, 3, 4, 5, whatever,
yeah, 3, 4, 5, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it'll cause a migraine, all that pulling on my shoulders and on my neck from carrying groceries.
Wagon.
Well, we have
Get a garden wagon, get some kind of wagon. Put them in the wagon, wheel them in the house.
Yep.
we can't do. How do you wheel them up the steps?
You put a ramp.
Oh,
Even if it's just plywood that
Say
you
he's
plop down
handy.
over it so that you can roll
Have
it up
him
the
get you
plywood.
a ramp built.
Yeah.
well, you know what he's been doing lately? He's been doing the grocery shopping, bringing them up, and then I stand here and put them away. And that seems to. I know it's more on him.
Yeah, but it would even help him to do the wagon.
It might, because he's got
I like the garden cart wagons because they have high wall. And
I'll
you
be
can
right back, ladies
you
and
can jack 'em
gents.
in there.
I gotta go to the restroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, our car is clear out at one end, and the ramp, when they do get it in, is going to be halfway down the trailer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so a good 30 plus foot. Um,
Yeah.
then a deck, a very high deck for an average trailer. This is a very high deck. So what I did is the one side of the deck just next to the steps. Um, I took the deck rails off the vertical, you know, block it in little, and created a frame on those and made it, put hinges and a door latch, and I can open it up again the house and clip it on the windowsill, on an eye hook, and we take the groceries and put them up on the deck, and then we'd have to, um, you know, carry them in the house. So you carry them to the one and then into the house and all of that.
Yeah.
Now we're doing the wagon at least up to the deck, but there's still the multiple steps. Once the deck, the ramp is in, then we can just literally wheel them right up into the house and right into the kitchen.
Yeah, we have.
So it from the car into the wagon, and then out of the wagon right into your shelves. You know, it's going to remove tons of steps in it all.
I'm trying to think about. Well, yeah. Well, that's something to think about for sure. I definitely
Hmm.
will think about that.
Yeah, just think about ways to make the logistics of it all easier. Take your rollator walker with you, or use, you know, the scooters in the stores. Um, Depending on where the places that you're going that day, I'll tell you whether or not do I need to take the rollator walker, or does every place we're going have a scooter.
Right.
Um, Start thinking in that mindset, and then also the logistics of the groceries from the car to the kitchen,
Yeah.
and start making it easier, because neither of you are spring chickens. So, you know,
Yeah, he still works a full physical labor job every day.
yeah, I
So
know,
he's
but with
doing
his
better
age and stuff,
than
the
me.
grocery is still going to be pretty exhausting for him.
It is. It is. It has to be. He
Yeah,
doesn't show it, but it has to be. How could it not be? Right?
you
I
know,
mean, doesn't
I
make
mean,
sense
he's probably
to
been
me.
doing it mainly during Rona,
Yeah.
but you know, that's not going to be forever, you know, and you're going to want to get out again. You're going to want to actually go into the store and look, you know, and yeah, the simpler you make the logistics of it all, the more you're just going to be able to enjoy it, because you know it isn't going to beat you down so much.
Yeah. I've got to start thinking of the fact that I'm not able
As,
to.
as spry as you used to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Although, tomorrow I'm going to be 61. That's still not old. It's just my body gave out. I
Yeah.
didn't,
Honey, I've been on disability since I was 36.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I had to. I was
I'm
sitting there at
52
my
now.
desk, down in my office, sitting at my desk, because that's where I work from. And I remember thinking, I can't. I just, not one more minute, not one more day, not one more hour can I sit here and
Hmm.
work this job. So I called my doctor, and she did a video chat with me immediately. And this was like 8 a.m.
Hmm.
And I told her about my pain levels and about, sitting, how I can't do it. And by the end of the workday, I am literally crawling up the steps. I can't stand up and walk. I'm
Yeah.
literally crawling up the steps. And then Tuesday comes and I have to do it again. And then Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And I told her I can't, not anymore. Can I do this? And she called me off on disability right then and there.
Yep.
I love that lady. Nobody else listened to me as far as my pain levels go, but I mean, emotionally, I had reached my limit. I couldn't pull another hour out of my ass to save me to do my job. I just couldn't. And that was it. I haven't been back to work since. That was almost 2 years ago. Not quite, but almost.
I fought it. I didn't want to go on disability.
I didn't know what was wrong with me that I couldn't sit there and do my job. Why not? Now I've got an MRI done and I have severe stenosis, severe spinal stenosis in my lower back, which is why I can't stand and I can't sit and I can't walk.
Well, I've got stenosis and I've got Tarlow cysts. But I fought as long as I could. And finally, my doctors told me, said, you're going on disability whether you like it or not. And, they were all in agreement to write letters to put with my application. And they said, call, make the appointment. As in now, like right here in my office, call and make an appointment to go file for disability.
An appointment for what?
I was just like, all right, so I did. And they all put letters together and made sure I had them in hand the day of the appointment. And I went in and I applied and gave them the letters and, did all the proof and blah, blah, blahs. And I was approved for disability in 11 weeks when it usually was like 1 to 2 years, sometimes more. Basically I went to legal aid and got a disability attorney. And
that's what I did. I just hired an attorney right out the gate.
Yeah, she said, plan on at least 1 to 2 years.
No, mine.
She said it's very rare that it's sooner. And 11 weeks. I got the letter on a Saturday. I couldn't call her. I couldn't call DCF or anything to confirm that it was real. I thought it was fake.
Yeah, I got mine within 30 days. I had a check in my hand. It was amazing.
And
you believe that?
No, when I called DCF first thing Monday morning, and they said, no, check your bank account. Chances are it's probably already in there. Did you think of doing that? No, because I didn't think it was real. I thought it was a joke.
Right.
So, I went online and checked literally while I was on the phone with DCF, and I was like, oh, yeah, there it is, and all the retroactive, which, 11 weeks isn't a lot, but, I'll take it. But, yeah.
I was happy. I mean, the attorney charged $250, and that was taken out of the retro. I mean, so the way I saw it is it didn't cost me a thing because, I mean, she was right on it, man. I'm telling you, within 30 days, I had a check. I'm not kidding. It was amazing. Because I had always heard about how hard it is, I will always tell everybody, hire an attorney. I called Edgar Snyder.
The gal I had when I applied originally had been a disability attorney for legal aid for 37 years.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She knew her shit.
Yep.
And, she said, do this, do that. And I did every bit of it. I jumped through every hoop, And in 2018 or late 2017, I was up for review for the first time.
2018 through 2019.
2018 through 2019, so said. And I went and visited her. She was literally packing her office. She was retiring. But she was kind enough to give me a slot to come in and visit with her just as a consultation. Because she said pretty much, unless it reaches this point, you have to do this on your own. But this is what you need to do. This is this paper, fill this out, write this letter, send it here. And I took major notes and came home and started doing every bit of what she said. And I jumped through a whole lot of medical hoops. I went to pretty much every doctor. If I didn't have one for a specific area of my health, at that point, I got one. And I jumped through all the hoops to give them a full spectrum view of my current health with documentation.
I've already had all that. I haven't had a review yet, but I had already had all that. when uh, I actually I had applied myself online and got denied right away.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I thought, okay, it'll, and then my doctor called me off right away, and I called an attorney's office and got that done. But I had already had the psych doctors, and I already had the psych meds that I was on for chronic pain, and the antidepressant, all that stuff. And it was already documented for 9 months or more, and I
Yeah.
was doing everything right. It's just I couldn't do it not 1 minute more.
Yeah. You got to remember, from the time that I got approved to the time that I went up for review was right about 12 years. So
Oh,
they
wow.
needed a
Really?
full spectrum view of my health, my current health, because it had been over a decade. You know,
Is that how often they review, or how
they
often?
didn't. Huh?
How often do they review?
Well, I was told when I was approved that I would be reviewed in about 18 months. But that didn't happen. It's 12 years later.
Because see, I got tired of being on all these meds. I couldn't move. I couldn't function. I couldn't think. And I started taking myself off some. And I don't see. My company changed insurance, so my psych doctors changed, and it was a fee up front every time, and I had to see one twice a month and one once a month, and then pain management cost me $100 a month, and then my one medication cost me $265 a month. It's like, no, you guys aren't taking all my money. No more, no more, no more.
Right.
And I started weaning myself off some of these medications, so I don't go to my psych doctor anymore. I am not depressed. Thank you very much. I am not. I'm tired of hearing how depressed I am, because I'm not.
No.
I have been depressed. Believe me, I know what depressed is. I am not depressed. I'm going to
There's a
take
difference
meds.
between depression and frustration.
Yeah.
And they
And
like to
anger
pull
and
them
self.
together in one thing and drug you up.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
thank you.
done with all that. I'm done with all that. I took myself off the narcotic. I am finally done. I finally finished. I've been on a narcotic since 2015, and I took my last little dose on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's it. I haven't had any since. Of course, I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm not on a narcotic anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And that shit was eating me up.
Yeah.
So when it comes time for review, I don't want to go back to all that. But I still can't walk, and I still can't stand, and I still can't sit.
Well, with your age, due to the current state of things, they are pretty much giving Medicaid to anybody. There will be reviews with those people, but I know that some people that have been long-term are going to fall through the cracks and get called upon review.
Yeah.
Age-wise, you're at the age there they may not, until it's time to transition you to
Medicare.
Medicare.
Yep.
And that's not really a review. It's just a paperwork process of transition. And with that, your coverage will change, so doctors and things might change again. Just depends.
Well, I'm on long-term disability with my company, so I still have my company insurance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting Medicaid. I'm not getting Medicare. I just have my company insurance. That's it.
Yeah.
Although I should have a secondary, I can't afford it. I'm tired of every time I turn around, it's chunks and chunks and chunks of money going for what? For them to write a script. I'm so sick of that.
Yeah.
That's where my
cracks are
frustration
nothing but
is.
middlemen for the specialists and all that.
Well, I have one doctor that's my middleman for all that. She's the one that called me off. She's my PCP. And if it comes time that I need to go back to those things, I will. But I'd really rather not. I mean, I don't want to sit and cry about all my problems. Who wants
Yeah.
to do that? That's depressing, you know? I
Well,
have
where your disability is through your company, you
Yeah.
might not have
and
reviews.
Social Security disability. I get both. Social Security gives me so much, and then my company gives me so much, and together they make the amount that Social Security disability allows.
Yeah.
So, but I have to pay my own health insurance out of that. I have to pay for all my medications out of that. You know, the first of the year to about the first half of the year until my deductible's paid, because it's a high deductible, I'm paying a ton of money for everything,
Yeah.
prescriptions and all, because I haven't met my deductible yet, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I can't just go off of there and go get on Medicaid.
Yeah.
You know, I have to ride this out, you know, until I can't get any more long-term disability from my company.
Yeah.
They call me once every 6 months and want to know when I'm coming back. Oh, I don't know yet. My doctor hasn't cleared me. I'm not coming back. I can't come back, you know?
Yeah.
But the problem is my brain is still working, you know, and I get discouraged with the fact that my body's not working. So, yeah, I don't know. It sucks, right, Will? It sucks.
Yep, it does. Looks like Tina's gonna wrap the live. We're just
Okay.
gonna
Yeah.
go to the back room.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
down to just 4 of us in the chat, so
Oh, really? So it's just us hanging out, huh?
yes.